there, hey, we wanted to feature a parent who's been a part of our program now, coming up, completing the second year. And this is Deanna Hoegenboom, and she's got a second grader up at Sierra Elementary, and they've been part of our program for two years now. So I wanted to ask a couple of questions of Deanna, and she actually has been taking our adult class, which we just finished tonight. How has that been going?
The adult Spanish is great. I took Spanish in high school for a couple years, but it's been, a couple years since high school. So I don't feel like I ever really learned anything. I feel like I learned where's the bathroom, where's the kitchen, and a few basic words, but never how to string them together or have a conversation or understand. I never understood. I only knew how to take an English word and make it a Spanish word and try and make a sentence. But in Sombrero Time, you understand first and then speak.
Right.
And so that makes you, you use the word mobilize the language, but that's what it does. It enables you to take what you know and have a conversation, even if it's not perfect.
Yeah.
But to be able to communicate with someone that's speaking another language is primary and it's your secondary, but you can still have a conversation and still communicate.
Yeah. So 2 years ago, when you signed up Natalie for our program, what motivated you to choose to make that investment of time and money in language?
She is, at the time she was 6 years old, and I've heard that children will take in more than an adult will because it's easier. They don't have a bunch of things in their brain clouding it up like we do. And so for her, as she's learning the English language, she's learning the Spanish language. She didn't really know how to write a bunch of sentences as a first grader when she started. So she was learning how to write in English and learning how to write in Spanish. So when she is in Spanish, she's thinking in Spanish. When she's in English, she's thinking in English. But she's never in Spanish thinking in English. So that's why she is doing so well. She can understand, she can communicate when she wants to. She hesitates, but I guess that's common. But, she enjoys it.
So tell us, you were telling me just a minute ago how you brought her into the adult class, which is pretty heavy on the content that she hasn't covered in her class before.
I did. I brought her, she had done all her homework, and so she wanted to go to my Spanish class. So I brought her to my adult Spanish class with Angie, and we were doing travel and a trip, and that's all that she really knew when I brought her into the class. She wanted to know what the subject matter was.
Right.
And so she knows enough verbs, she knows enough nouns.
She has a foundation.
She has the basics, and she, by the middle of the class, was filling out my workbook, doing the answers for me, making little notes of pictures and things that she wants to do so that she could understand what the class was. And by the end, she was a regular participant, just like any adult in the class. And she's 7 years old.
That's so great. And she actually got up in front of the class and was telling them the date and the weather and the months of the year, all that stuff. That's so great. Well, thanks so much.
Well, thank you,
Deanna, for being a participant in this program, and it's sure been a joy to have you here in the adult class and have Natalie up at Sierra.
Thank you. It's
been
a joy for us as well.
Hasta luego.
Adios.